Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to DIY your own nail rack. I saw this on Pinterest, and since I'm in the whole DIY thing, I decided to give it a try. So you're going to need a glue gun, some glue sticks, of course. You're going to need an Exacto knife. I didn't have one, so I just used this knife I had. You're going to need a ruler, some measuring tape. You're also going to need a pencil. And you're going to need 3 foam boards. I decided to go with black because, a little fun fact about me, I prefer black furniture. I hate white everything. But anyways, here you can see that I am marking every 5 inches. So what I did was take one piece of foam board, and this is going to be the back of our nail rack. I'm going to be marking every 5 inches on the top and bottom portion of the foam board. And it kind of gets a little blurry, but that's because my boyfriend cannot record to save his life. So you'll then later on see that it's going to be his hands working and not mine. Because I decided to take over the camera because I'm like, you can't do this, boy. Here I took another piece of foam board, and I'm actually going to connect the 2 lines. So I have my 5-inch mark on the bottom and my 5-inch mark on the top. And I'm going to draw a straight line connecting the 2. Again, if you don't understand, the instructions will be down in the description bar because I know it's a lot that I'm saying. Later on in the video, you're going to see that my nail rack actually is a little bit smaller, and that's because I decided to cut off 2 of the shelves. So if you follow these instructions, you'll end up with 6. So I decided to cut off 2, and I am left off with only 4. This is my second piece of foam board, and what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to create the shelves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark every 2 inches on my ruler. So 2, 4, 6, 8, you get the deal. You're going to make a line on the bottom and top portion of the foam board again, because you're going to draw a line connecting the 2. And then once you cut it out, you'll understand this is going to be your actual shelves. So again, every 2 inches make a mark, and you want 7 of these. Like I told you before, he can't record to save his life, so he is actually cutting the shelves right now. So as you can see, there are 7 of them, but later on I decided to take out 2. But he's cutting it, and he's gonna cut one side and then he's gonna flip it over and cut the other side, because foam board is very stiff and sturdy, believe it or not, and it's kind of hard to cut through. So he just kind of cut one side, flipped it over, and then just slowly popped it out, which made it a whole lot easier. But I mean, if you could cut through it in one shot, go ahead, do you. But this is just the way we found to work for us without really making it so jagged looking. Right now, this is our 3rd piece of foam board that I'm using, and what he is doing, he is marking 2.5 inches. So on your ruler, you want to mark 2.5 inches, and then again another 2.5 inches. So there are going to be 2 strips of 2.5 inches, if that makes any sense. These are going to be the sides of your nail polish rack. So basically like the side walls. And they're going to be 2.5 inches wide, and there are going to be only 2 of them because you only have 2 sides. You get what I'm saying? Make any kind of sense? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? So yeah, again, the instructions will be down below. And again, he's just taking another foam board and just connecting the lines and making them straight. He is now taking another piece of foam board, you know, because you are going to have leftover, and he is going to make 1-inch strips. So he's measuring out every 1 inch, and there are going to be 7 of these. This is going to help prevent your nail polish from like falling off the shelf. You know, this is going to be like the barrier. So you need 7 of them. In my case, I did 7 to show you guys, but I took 2 out because I didn't need them. And again here, he's just repeating the same step as earlier and just cutting them out. So again, I'll repeat it for you. He's cutting one side of the foam board and then flipping it out, cutting the other side, and it makes it much easier to pop out. This is an optional step, so I'm just showing you side by side on how they look. I decided to purchase duct tape, and I went with zebra print because I love zebra. And I decided to put some duct tape on the 1-inch strips because they kind of looked a little jagged, and since I'm like a semi-perfectionist, I really wanted it to look a little bit more neater. So I decided to go with a duct tape and just apply it on top. But again, this is optional. You do not need to do this. So that is what all of my strips look like with the zebra print. And you'll see where they go and why I did this. You'll understand more when it's put together. So I'm just going to show you quickly what you should need, and you should have 7 of your 1-inch strips. I have 5, and that is because I told you I cut off 2 shelves, but you should have 7 1-inch strips. And again, mine are just covered with duct tape. This is optional. You do not need to do this. You're gonna need 7 2-inch strips, but I have 5 because again, I cut off 2 shelves, but you are going to need 7 2-inch strips. And then you're gonna need your side walls, which are 2.5 inches, and you only need 2 of these. And that's basically it. So now we can go ahead and start gluing. Here you're gonna see that he is taking the hot glue gun and gluing the bottom of one of the shelves, and he is gonna place it exactly on the line that we drew on our back foam board. So remember these lines that we drew on the foam board, which were 6 5-inch lines. So he's taking the shelf, which is the 2-inch strip, and he is placing it directly on that line, and this is going to create our shelves for our nail polishes. Again, I had him do this because he has a much steadier hand when it comes to stuff like this, and I'm like a perfectionist, and if it comes out crooked, I will throw it out. So I had him do it because he has a much steadier hand, and you'll see my son just roaming around because he was being nosy. So this is what it should look like. Now this that I'm pointing to right now is the 2.5-inch strip. As you can see, it is the wall on the side. He's holding it until the glue dries, but you just want to place that right on the side. And I'm going back in with the glue gun because I really want to make sure this is nice and sturdy. So just go ham with the glue gun. I mean, it's clear, you can't really see it, so just really go ham with it to make sure everything adheres perfectly and there's no holes or nothing, because you really want it to be nice and sturdy. So I'm just having him go through each and every shelf just to make sure it is very secure with glue. I wanted to show you guys this fabric string, whatever you want to call it. It was 97 cents in Walmart, and what I'm gonna do is, if you can see like these edges here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the string and basically cover that, compare that to that. So I put on the fabric that I purchased for it, so now you can see it looks like much nicer and cleaner, like more, you know, like with more effort to it. I love the way it came out. I'm still gonna like finish organizing it and stuff like that, but I just wanted to show you guys really quickly how it looks. So like I said, I actually cut mine by 2 shelves, but if you follow the instructions of this video, you'll end up with 2 more shelves, which will make it a little bit more bigger. I just wanted to keep it, you know, this size, something simple, because I know myself, and if I were to have the extra shelves, then I would definitely be eager to fill it up and buy more nail polish, and I don't need to buy more nail polish. So again, that is what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.